Solar panels and how they work. Solar panels are devices that convert sunlight into electricity. They are made up of a number of solar cells, which are connected together. Solar cells are made of semiconductor materials, such as silicon. When sunlight hits the solar cell, it causes electrons to be knocked loose from the atoms in the silicon. How efficient are solar panels? Solar panels are made up of many smaller units called solar cells. When sunlight hits a solar cell, it knocks electrons loose from their atoms. This generates a flow of electricity that can be harnessed and used to power our homes and businesses. Solar panels are an increasingly popular way to generate electricity because they are renewable and clean. They don't produce air pollution or greenhouse gases, making them a very attractive option for those who are concerned about the environment. How solar panels work, turning sunlight into electricity. Solar panels are devices that convert sunlight into electricity. They are composed of solar cells, which are made of semiconductor materials like silicon. When sunlight hits a solar cell, it knocks electrons loose from their atoms. This process, called the photovoltaic effect, generates a flow of electricity. The sun's energy can also be converted into heat energy, which can be used to generate electricity through a process called concentrated solar power, CSP. Solar panels have many applications. They are used in calculators and watches, and they power homes and businesses. Solar panels can also be used to generate electricity for transportation, such as in electric cars and buses. Solar panels are an important part of the transition to renewable energy sources. Solar farms, where most of our solar power comes from. Solar farms are large photovoltaic, PV, systems that are used to generate electricity for commercial or utility purposes. The vast majority of solar farms in the United States are located in the sunny southwestern states, where they take advantage of the intense sunlight to produce large amounts of electricity. Solar farms can be either ground-mounted, where the panels are installed on racks or frames above the ground, or rooftop-mounted, where the panels are installed on the roofs of buildings. Ground-mounted solar farms are usually much larger than rooftop installations and can produce more electricity. Who invented solar panel? Solar farms typically use crystalline silicon photovoltaic, PV, cells to convert sunlight into electricity. The cells are made up of layers of silicon that have been treated with different chemicals to give them different properties. When sunlight hits a PV cell, it causes electrons to be knocked loose from the atoms in the silicon. In 1839, French physicist Edmond Becquerel discovered the photovoltaic effect, the ability of certain materials to create electricity when exposed to light. In 1954, Bell Labs created the first solar cell capable of converting sunlight into electricity. The space race of the 1960s spurred further development of solar technology, and in 1970, Exxon began mass production of solar cells. Solar panels have come a long way since then and are now used in a variety of applications. The future of solar energy powering our homes and cars. As the world becomes increasingly more reliant on technology, the demand for energy will continue to rise. Solar energy is a renewable resource that can help meet this demand while also reducing our reliance on fossil fuels. How do solar panels work at night? Solar panels do not generate electricity at night, but they can still be used to power homes and businesses. Solar panels can store energy in batteries, which can then be used to power homes and businesses at night. Solar panels can also be used to heat water or air, making them a versatile renewable energy option. How do solar panels work on a house? Solar panels are an increasingly popular way to power homes. They work by converting sunlight into electricity, which can then be used to run appliances and lights. Solar panels are usually installed on the roof of a house, where they can get the most exposure to sunlight. Installing solar panels is a fairly simple process. First, the panels themselves must be mounted onto the roof. This is usually done using brackets or rails. Once the panels are in place, wiring must be run from the panels to an inverter, which converts the DC electricity produced by the panels into AC electricity that can be used in the home. Finally, a meter is installed so that utility companies can keep track of how much electricity is being generated by the solar panels. Solar panels are a great way to reduce your reliance on fossil fuels and save money on your energy bills.